Break-even analysis means that there is no profit, no loss. In other words, you are just okay. You're not making loss, you're not making profit. Okay? But to do this break-even analysis, we have to have a few assumptions. Now, the first assumption that we need to have is that all the costs that you have here can be subdivided into two types of costs. First is the fixed cost. The second one is the variable cost. Now, that's why I want to go through you the fixed and variable cost. Now, what do we mean by fixed? What do we mean by fixed cost? Fixed cost means that even as your output goes up, the total cost will remain the same. Example, your rental or the salary of the staff will remain the same, regardless of how high the total output. Or even if the output reduces, the fixed cost will still remain the same. Now, the variable cost, or what we call as marginal cost, they are the same. Okay? Marginal cost and variable cost are the same. The variable cost will go up proportionally as your output goes up. If your output comes down, then the total variable cost will come down in the same proportion. Now, take for example, if let's say we make this pen, 1 unit of pen, and it costs us $1 to make 1 unit of pen. If you make 10 units of pen, it will cost you a total of $10. If you make 1,000 units of pen, it will cost you a total of $1,000. So it goes up in the same proportion, and it comes down in the same proportion. Now the same goes for the sales. Let's say, for example, the same unit of pen we sell for $4 per unit. Okay, this pen we sell for $4 per unit. So if you sell 10 units, how much is your total sales? $40. If you sell 1,000 units, how much will be your total sales? $4,000. If you sell 10,000 units, it will become $40,000 total sales. So the sales per unit, the selling price per unit will always remain the same. The same goes for the variable cost. And the fixed cost, the total fixed cost will remain the same. Okay? You get it clear? Okay. Now, let's go back to the example in the pen just now. 1 unit of pen, the variable cost is $1. But let's say, for example, you open a shop to sell this unique kind of pen, and you have to pay a monthly rental and monthly staff salaries. Now, let's say your total rental and total staff salary is $6,000 a month. Okay, if you buy $6,000 a month. Total staff and rental, everything all in, 1 month is $6,000. And you buy this pen from your distributor at $1 per unit, and you sell it for $4 per unit. Okay? So for every unit that you sell, you have a contribution of $3. Is that right? A contribution of $3. But this contribution of $3 is not actually your profit. Okay? This contribution of $3 is not actually your profit. It is just a contribution, because you have yet to pay for the other expenses, the $6,000. Now, in this scenario, how many units must you sell in order to break even? Break even means no profit, no loss, just enough to cover all the costs. How many units must you sell? How many units? Every unit you sell, you get a contribution of $3. But this $3 is not a profit yet. You have to cover the $6,000 fixed cost. So what you do is you take the $6,000, divide by the $3. How many units do we need to sell? 2,000 units. Is that right? 2,000 units. Now, of course, when we do business, we do not just want to break even. We want to make a profit as well. Alright? Okay. Let's say, for example, you have a target profit of $6,000 every month. How many units must you sell in order to obtain $6,000 $6,000 target profit. How many units must you sell? 4,000 units. What do? You take the target profit 6,000, add together with your fixed cost 6,000, 12,000 altogether, is that right? Divide by $3 a unit. You get a target sales of 4,000 units every month. Alright? Okay, do you have a problem with this? Is it simple? Okay, if it's simple,